Welcome back to the NASCAR SpideyDitko Cup Series. We're here at the Darlington Raceway for another double header weekend here today. It is the Goodyear 400 here today at the Darlington Raceway, the iconic and historic NASCAR track located in Darlington, South Carolina. Let's go ahead and let's have a look here at our race analysis. So we have 37 cars have arrived here today at Darlington. It is a 400-mile race, the first of almost nearly 900 miles that these drivers are going to race in. 10 laps around this unique egg-shaped track. It is, of course, a mile and a half. It is the most unique mile and a half we go to all season long. And Brad Keselowski won the pole during happy hour, and he is looking for his first Darlington Southern. Well, he is looking for his first Darlington win, trying to see if he can also win the Southern 500 as well. As I said before, this is a doubleheader weekend. So right now it is Saturday night. The Cup cars had their practice and qualifying on Friday, and now we are set to go racing here today. The green flag is out. Brad Keselowski gets an amazing jump on Harvick. Here comes Kyle Busch as well. And behind them, you can see Denny Hamlin, Ross Chastain making a move 3 wide. He's really good at this racetrack here as well as they rocket down the front stretch. Keselowski will lead lap 1. Austin Dillon making his way into the picture. William Byron did not get a great start. He is dropping back a bit. So here comes Eric Jones. And there's also Stenhouse as well making their way through the field. As they come around 3 wide here. Ross Chastain is going to make it stick. Keselowski and both. Oh, a little contact there between Harvick and Stenhouse. The Ross Chastain balls on the wall here as they come back around, and the caution has come out, and oh, I got a crash. There's Michael McDowell, and Austin Cindric flips upside down, and Chase Elliott runs right into the back of the 7 of Corey LaJoie, but no, right there. Michael McDowell, Bubba Wallace make contact, and then that was a Cordiate effect. And then that also got Anthony Alfredo, and wrecked also too, along as well, the 41 of Cole Custer. Chase Elliott was already not having a great day, and this is really going to cause him here today a good result in that number 9 Hooter Chevrolet. But man, wow, though, as you can see right there, Austin Cindric with a big flip right there. Haven't seen him flip like that since, well, pretty much since Daytona in the 2018 Xfinity race, if you remember that back a couple of years ago. But Wallace and McDowell were both fighting hard against each other. These drivers in the mid-pack were all fighting hard against each other, and then that got them turned. Got them all into the wall right there. So looking here, we have completed lap. But by the time the caution came out, we were on lap number 4. That took a lap to clean up, and now coming back to the green, we are now going to have 4 laps left remaining in this race right here. So you do not want to miss anything here today, as Ross Chastain looking for a career win number 1 in that McDonald's Chevrolet. And Kyle Busch, he is just looking for a good result this season. As we look down on pit road, Chase Elliott is getting some repairs. They replaced the bumper here. However, though, he is multiple laps down, so already just a bad weekend for the 9 of Chase Elliott here. So not what probably his fans wanted from today. And just really also too, just probably wants to forget about this race But they can't forget about this whole entire weekend, as said before. Tomorrow will be, or no, excuse me, Monday nights will be the Southern 500. So, once again, you know, these guys are going to go for it. But we have a race complete here today. The green flag is back out. Ross Chastain put in a heavy block on the 18 of Kyle Busch. Here is the 4 of Harvick. Racing hard alongside Austin Dillon. Look at William Byron. He has shot out of a cannon. He is going for it here. It's not going to work. Oh, they're all going to wreck. Big crash here. There's Ross Chastain. There's Kyle Busch in it as well. And the pace cars caught up to the field here. Eric Jones and Ricky Stenhouse got through that wreck. But man, wow, William Byron tried to send it in there. 3 wide, you can go 3 wide into these corners, but this is the toughest track ever, and that was a little bit of desperation and a little bit of some stupidity there from the driver of the 24 that caught Kyle Busch and Ross Chastain into the wall, damaging their race cars really hard, and just that contact right there just messed their drivers up. I think a lot of these drivers are going to be really anticipating that next-gen car to see how durable it is. But looking here, there's Ross Chastain, Kyle Busch, William Byron, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski. 2 of those drivers got caught up in the last week's 1 month's crash at Michigan. And then there's Austin Dillon, Joey Logano, and that throwback scheme. Martin Truex Jr., he's good at this racetrack. And Denny Hamlin gets caught up in it as well. Wow, a lot of good cars here today got caught up in that wreck right there. Man, and would have been a career day for Ross Chastain, trying to get win number 1, but looks like he'll have another chance in the Southern 500. And now, come back around, we are going to get a green-white checkered finish. To explain the rules here, we will have a green-white checkered finish, and as you can see, the cars are there. So a green-white checker, the way it works is that the green and the white flag will be waved, and these guys are going to have a 1-lap shootout. This is not an overtime attempt. We will only have an overtime finish if they do not get to the white flag lap. If they don't get to the white flag lap, or if a caution comes out before the white flag lap, like lap number 9, then it will be an overtime. But coming back here, green, white, checkered here, Stenhouse versus Jones. Stenhouse gets an amazing jump. He pulls up in front of Eric Jones. Jones trying to defend from second place. There goes to Justin Haley. Tyler Reddick going in there as well as they rocket down the backstretch. For the final time, Jones is going to try to pull a slide job. He doesn't do it. Stenhouse returns back to victory lane here. And here comes the rest of the cars back again. But Ricky Stenhouse gets JTD Dari Racing their 4th Cup win overall here in Darlington, as he comes around to park it in victory lane here today. Wow. And the thing is that Stenhouse and both Eric Jones both had long run cars, and if this race would have not have those crashes, that they honestly could have really contended for the win with Ross Chastain and Kyle Busch there. But just to get a word here to look at your results, Eric Jones has to settle for second, and there was a photo finish between Justin Haley and Tyler Reddick. Justin Haley in the Spire Motorsports number 77 gets third. And then Tyler Reddick, Chase Briscoe rounds up the top 5. Matt DiBenedetto has been up there in the top 5 all day. Kurt Busch makes his way up there in it as well, alongside Blaney. Christopher Bell, your points leader, and Ryan Preece. So the top 10 wraps up with Ricky Stenhouse and Ryan Preece. And going down the list order here, Alex Bowman, Chris Buescher, Josh Berry, AJ Allmendinger, Chase Elliott, multiple laps down, but was able to get a solid, finish on speed. JJ Yaley, Daniel Suarez, Kyle Larson, Ryan Newman, Garrett Smithley, Joey Gase, Eric Almirola. A horrible day for him. BJ McLeod is the final car in the lead lap, and Chase Elliott finishes the race 2 laps down, and then that is your cars that remain there. So these guys right here are going to get a good night's rest. They're going to probably chill on the back of their houses or back of their trailer homes, crack a cold one, and then get recharged for the Southern 500 in the next couple days. Stay tuned for the Southern 500.